Hi, my name is Praios and I'm a professional gambler. Today I want to examine how profitable online poker still is in the year 2020. In addition to that, I will also give you a brief historical review about the development in poker and especially online poker. Online poker began to become popular in the early 2000s. The poker boom was a period between 2003 and 2006, during which poker, primarily no-limit Texas Hold'em, became considerably more popular around the world. The seed of the poker boom was set with the movie Rounders in 1998.
Okay, are you ready?
What's the limit here?
Big bet's $20.
Good, okay. It's 20.
You've seen half the hand. How the hell are you betting into us?
We know what we're holding and we know what you're holding.
The hell you know what we all have.
Well, you were looking for that third three, but you forgot that Professor Green folded it on 4th Street, and now you're representing that you have it. The DA made his 2 pair, but he knows they're no good here. And Mr. Eisen is just futilely hoping that his queens are going to stand up.
Kiss my
Take it down.
All right, take a seat next to me.
That ace could not have helped you. I bet it all. You're right, Daddy. The ace didn't help me. I flopped the nut straight.
Motherfucker! You fool your mutt! Motherfucker! That is it!
That's it. What the fuck you talking about? That's it. Take him down, Daddy.
Yeah. No more. No, not tonight. This son of bitch all night, he chick. He trapped me.
The WSOP main event, so the World Series of Poker main event, also helped to grow popularity with televised big tournaments. The main trigger for the poker boom was set through Chris Moneymaker, who won the World Series of Poker in 2003 after qualifying online for a seat. Having only invested $85, he was able to win the whole thing and cash big money.
And the pair of nines is best.
I'm all in.
Chris is all in.
Chris Moneymaker going all in with nothing.
A stunning play from Moneymaker, who missed his draws, has nothing, and now has put Sam Farhall all in. He would have to put all his chips in, and if he lost this pot, he would be out of the tournament.
You must have missed your flush, huh?
Sam's absolutely right.
This would be a tough call for Sammy.
He is not going to do it. Chris Moneymaker bluffs Sam Farha out of a big stack of money.
And considering this situation, I know we're early in the century, but that's the bluff of the century.
Stories like these are shared and loved by Knights of Fortune all over the globe. So the number of participants exploded at the World Series of Poker in the following years. Same is true for the popularity of online poker. The summit of poker boom was reached in 2006 when Jamie Gold won the World Series of Poker, cashing $12 million. Then poker popularity began to decline, and with it profitability of poker also got hurt a lot. The end of the boom was triggered through the Unlawful Internet Gambling Enforcement Act from end of 2006. This law basically made online poker illegal for US citizens. Most money and fish which kept the system going came from the USA. Following this law, many poker sites quit the American market, including the industrial leader at the time, Party Poker. Some sites still served American clients like Full Tilt Poker and PokerStars, but this didn't end well. In 2011, an event called Black Friday took place. 4 of the biggest online poker sites, PokerStars, Full Tilt, Ultimate Bet and Absolute Poker, which were still serving players in the United States, had their web domains seized and shut down by a US attorney office from the Southern District of New York, which alleged they were in violation of federal bank fraud and money laundering laws. 3 of them never recovered and went bankrupt later. So the poker boom was stopped mainly through stricter regulation taken by nation states. The US is only one example. Other countries like Italy, France and Spain also harmed the poker economy with their gambling laws further. But anti-gambling laws are just one side of the coin. Poker wouldn't be the same as in the beginning even without all these interventions. Let me explain why. Poker was highly profitable in its early days, but profitability dropped sharply as time passed. This would have happened even without the interventions of politics, as already mentioned. The explanation for this is simple. It's just a rule of economics. If there's a field where you can make a very easy profit, then new entrants will join the market and try to yield the easy profits. By doing so, the profits will decline until profitability will go down to a normal size. Smart player with good poker skills will be called sharks from now on. Weaker players are referred to as fish or recreational player. Once people recognize the easy profits, more and more sharks will enter the market, trying to profit from these chances. By doing so, they will also eliminate the easy profits over time. The economical and profit maximizing behavior will ensure that profitability drops sharply. In terms of poker, this means that more sharks enter the market trying to pick up the easy money. By doing so, the money becomes less and less easy to pick up. When more sharks are in the population, less fish are at every table. The fish also get eaten a lot faster. This means that fish have less fun in playing poker, which accelerates the decline even further. If the fun player loses the money too fast, he will leave the ecosystem, creating sort of a death spiral. This spiral works like this. Smart people see that there is easy money to be made in poker. They educate themselves and become sharks and try to win money from weaker players. The ratio between fish and shark will be reduced. The number that might have been 1 to 1 is now 2 sharks on 1 fish. The games already became less profitable, but the profits are still quite high, so more sharks enter the market. So the ratio now is 4 to 1. Now fish start leaving the poker economy because it's less fun for them to play, as they lose the money much faster than before. This will make the ratio even worse, let's say 6 to 1. Predatory behavior like bum hunting make it even less fun for recreational players, meaning that more players leave the market. Some might also run out of money, and so on and so forth. There are even more factors making the game much tougher than already mentioned. I will present a list now. First and foremost, the development mentioned before of smart people entering the space in order to get a piece of the pie. Second, dumb people leaving the market because they don't enjoy getting slaughtered so fast, or they might also just run out of money. Third, legislation and gambling unfriendly laws even worsen the situation. Fourth, the theory behind poker also evolved from a game in which basically nobody knew anything to a complete solved game with game theory optimal play. This is called GTO. Fifth, in the boom, poker sites also established an environment where you had a lot of side merits as a professional player, meaning that you got 80% rakeback at best, or also had a lot of great promotions on the side. Some players even made a good living out of poker by being a small losing player or a break-even grinder through playing like maniacs on 24 tables simultaneous, grinding rakeback and promotions. This gave players a 6-figure income in a year. No rakeback was cut down to a minimum, and good promotions don't exist anymore, or are really rarely happening. Sixth, in addition to that, there are also a lot more hurdles for professional players nowadays. The poker sites today mainly focus on recreational players and often go after pros or sharks. For example, A. Often bum hunting is not allowed anymore. B. Often HUDs are banned. HUD stands for heads up display. C. Poker is made anonymous. D. Winning players get banned. Sometimes even their money is confiscated. E. Table selection is made impossible, for example by removing waiting list or only having fast forward poker, or a general waiting list which is for the entire lobby and not a single table. Despite all that, lately the profitability of poker gone up a lot. This is because of the pandemic, especially with the strict lockdown which were in place in many countries. People didn't knew how to spend their time. That's why they turned to online poker more often. Once the illness is gone, profits will fall again. But similar external effects can strengthen or weaken the poker economy again, like poker-friendly regulations or a second wave of corona. Let's come to the conclusion. It feels like most poker sites hate the regulars and pro players nowadays, making the environment harder and harder. But at some point this has to stop, because you don't only need fish for a working ecosystem but also regulars. That's why I don't expect to see the profitability to drop much faster or much more. Poker already is really tough today. I don't expect it to get much harder. Maybe the ocean is already so overfished that some sharks will leave the market or will be forced to leave the market because it's not profitable anymore for the weakest of sharks to remain active. This, together with the amateur player friendly approach of the poker rooms, could even lead to an increase in fish players with a simultaneous decrease in shark numbers. What I know for sure is that you can still make a good living out of poker. But the amounts you will win are nothing compared to the amounts you could have made in the past, where even average regulars made a killing if they had good game selection. You also need to work hard and have a solid, I would say even a very solid game theoretical approach and a good mathematical background in order to make a good living out of poker. But if you are willing to get in the hours away from the table, money is still to be made in poker. I hope you enjoyed the video. If yes, consider to give me a thumbs up and also consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.